Hey, welcome everybody to my channel. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. It would really help if you dropped in a like and subscribe. Help support this show as I go through this journey. But today, this is I have for you my very first speed animation clip of Kyle, one of the characters from the show. This is his introduction. Um, I'm hosted by my best friend Justin Watson, host of New Twist Radio, uh, and we're just busting it up, talking about what it's like in the voice acting game, and what to look for, a few tips, you know, uh, just reminiscing about some stuff. But I hope that this will welcome you all and give you guys a perspective of the behind the scenes of the staff that works behind this show. But hope you enjoy. Also, shout out to Nico Brown. He's the one that made this beat, and it's a sick beat. Check him out on Black Guy Project on YouTube. He does dope interviews, including interviews with some of the cast members of this show. But anyway, without further ado, please enjoy this video and watch to the end. And hopefully, I can get you to watch more. Stay tuned. Hey, how you doing?
Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm about to start up this video. Okay, so here we have the introduction of Kyle, one of the characters of the show Whizzle Kizzle, the Hizzle Shizzle. Directed, produced.
That's a long name.
Yeah, it is. It is a long name. It's catchy though. I think it's catchy.
That's why I just say Photoshop. I can't even remember that stuff.
You have to. It's your job. It's one of those things that those kids remember when we were kids and Bone Thugs came out and you said how you love Bone Thug and you didn't know what they were saying until you actually studied what they were saying.
Yeah, I didn't love them until I knew what they were talking about.
Well, that's the same for this title. You're not gonna love it until you understand what the name came from, where the name came from, and how it fits this character. But anyway, this is my speed animation of this one scene in particular. It's only about a couple seconds, but yeah, basically what I did, I created my library, making up all the characters, the head, the eyes, the nose, everything. It took me about a month to build this library, but basically what I did was I just took all the pieces that I need from my library and added it to my timeline. So I didn't have to do so much drawing or whatever. But we have with us now the scientist, the voice over for the scientist, my best friend, New Twist Radio, Justin Watson.
What's happening?
Yes.
Good morning.
So yeah, man. So you were talking about you playing the clip to your uncle. What was he saying?
So I was playing the clip to my uncle. I said, doing this voice for this cartoon, check this out. And he looked at it, he was like, oh, pretty cool. He was like, he put some reverb on your voice. So I was like, nah, he didn't put anything on my voice. I was like, that's me. No, first I asked, I said, can you tell that's me? And he said, that's you? I said, yeah, that's me. He was like, I can tell now, after you heard it a couple times, I can tell now. He said, he put a little something on your voice. I said, nah, he didn't put anything on my voice. He's like, yeah, he put something on your voice. I said, no, he didn't put anything on my voice. He said, he put some reverb or something on your voice. No, I that was me changing. I changed my voice up for the character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I could have easily just read the part with my own voice, but then the voice would be the voice of Justin.
Well, that's what talented actors do.
Well, I don't know if I'm a talented actor yet, but
Don't sell yourself short. Yeah, you're
I just felt like the scientist needed to have his own voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just have my voice. I mean, maybe my voice would have been okay, but that's just not what I saw when I was reading the part. I said, this guy's voice needs to be this,
And
and I
I
did the best I could at doing that.
and I think that's good advice for people that want to get into voice acting. Voice acting isn't just using like your voice. Like you got to be able to play the part of a character. Like you got to understand, like whether you're doing video games or animation, like you have to bring the personality of that character. What I find like in this journey is that a lot of people that want to do voices, like they want to display themselves. You know what I mean? More than the actual character that they play. So when I first started out with this, like I gave full creative responsibility to the voices of the characters that I was making, but everybody made their characters like super powerful. You know what I mean? And these aren't the four major characters, which is Kyle, Wizzle, the scientist, and the wizard. This is other characters from outside of the four, and they just made them like super powerful. But I was just like, it's not going to be reoccurring. You're not going to see these characters like all the time. So just give me a voice that's going to best represent the characters, and it was a challenge. You know what I mean, for the actors to try and do it. But like the people that want to get into it think that they can just do their voice. And
Well, I think that sometimes, I guess, when you do a voice, when you're actually playing a part, sometimes it's hard for people to not associate themselves into the part that they're playing, whether it be in a cartoon or anything else. For instance, if we're acting in a stage play and this character is supposed to be a real weak, wimpy person, pushover, if you want to put it that way, and then the person really isn't a pushover, it doesn't, with the actual actor itself, the person doesn't want to be seen as a pushover or thought of as a pushover. They may have trouble with that because maybe they're not putting the character in front of themselves.
True.
And sometimes, I had to look at it too as, if there's something that happens to the scientist that I don't like or appreciate, it's not happening to me.
Right.
It's happening to the scientist. And so, you just got to remember that when you're acting, you're playing a part of somebody. You're giving a character life.
Yeah.
It's not you. Like you still have to go to the store and buy your Snickers bars. You know what I mean? Like, is you still have your regular life that you have.
And that's what makes it a talent also. Sorry to cut you off, but that's what makes it a talent also. If you're capable of becoming somebody other than yourself in order to add to a creative project, like doing a cartoon or even acting in general, like when you act, like you're not playing yourself. You know what I mean? Like you're playing a role that was assigned to you. You know what I mean? So if like you said, if something happened to your character that you didn't like, I mean, you still have to do your job acting. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the talent lies, to stay in that lane of being your character without feeling anything personal about yourself, whatever happens with that character.
So I'm looking at the animation right now, right?
Hmm.
And I'm looking at some interesting, because I don't know much about animation at all, other than what you've told me.
Right.
You had to create the body movements of the character behind the door, even when the character's not being seen.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Well, see, I mean, that's also a part of motion dynamics too. Like, how is he going to look behind the door when he's opening up the door to make it convincing when he opens up the door? Like, I don't want it to look like, all right, the door just opened and he's just magically there. I wanted to apply some animation to it. So, like, I want him to look like he opened the door, not just,
Not just the door open and he's there standing.
Right. Even though it's like, a 1 second animation, you still want to apply, motion dynamics to what you're doing. That shows the quality of the work.
So that 1 second of animation, took you how long to do?
Oh man, it took me about no, it didn't take me 3 hours. The video was 3 hours, but it must have taken me at least about 14 to 15 hours just to do 1 second of animation. Animation is a lot of work. Even if you have everything already pre-made, you still got to make it move. You still got to go by the storyboard and match up everything. And that's only half the battle. Like, you got to apply the sound. You know what I mean? Like, you got to add the voices, and you got to match up the mouth movements with the voices and stuff like that. You got to add like other things to react to the animation too. So, like the door and him moving the door. But yeah, man, it's been great. This has been a great first commentary video.
Oh, that's it? It's over?
That's it. It's already over. It's already been 12 minutes, man. Oh. But thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you coming around and talking about voice acting, man.
Hey, anytime. I appreciate you having me.
All right, man.
All right, bye-bye.
What the f*** was that? You okay?